Picture instead. All right, 3, 2, 1. What's going on, Z Warriors? Mr. Waffles here, and we're here at the New York Regional. As you can see, top 16 just finished. We're going to top 8, but this is one of the top 16 players who's playing Black Krillin. And what's your name?
Wayne Bettis.
Wayne. So, he's top 16. How was your overall experience?
First of all, I thought there were going to be a lot more players here. We capped that at about like 150 something. I expected over 200. That didn't happen. I also expected a lot more Krillin, and it was a real diverse field.
Yeah,
ended up being good for me because who likes the mirror? No one.
Yeah, you know, to face mirrors all day, which is really good. So, I guess we'll just jump into the deck profile, and then we'll just talk about the logistics after and stuff like that. So for physicals,
we got 3 black defensive bursts, cards staple in black. You're playing pretty much any black deck, so you run a decent amount of physical blocks, but still shutting them down for combat is you can't not happen.
Yeah.
Just physical attacks here. It's the only physical attack we run. Into blocks, we got upper dodge. Because
seeing a lot of play now.
Yeah, upper dodge with disc obviously is broken, but just having more reach and more damage output in the deck is needed with Krillin because you only run about 13 or 14 attacks. So, well, you get the damage where you can get it.
Yeah.
So. Black finger block, also integral in the deck because you want to get stage lock because you're an energy deck by nature. And the endurance one is kind of nice, and it's the best one we have available right now for physical blocks. Argument can be made for black stop if you like seeing their hand, but a lot of the times not. Like, let's say about 8 times out of 10, this is just better.
Yes.
Lightning energy move. A lot of people, some people don't like this card. I think that having all the cards to get out of combat is absolutely like necessary in Black Krillin. Because if you get stuck in one combat when you don't have like a power up or way to get out, then you're just gonna get beat down.
Yeah, especially like if you have that and you play a bunch of drills, you can just enter with that and just go or bait VTPs or whatever you want. So
it's very nice with VTP. It's also nice when people stack their deck with 7s.
Yeah.
Make them waste cards. It's always good. 2 crushing beams. Was 3. The endurance 2 is nice. A lot of
stages
times,
though, right?
Stages, yes. 3 stages. I mean, 3 stages. I mean, you power up 3, so I mean, you don't feel it. But against the Namekian matchup, this card is like gold because you need to get as many cards out of their deck to the advantage zone, so they don't get an opportunity to rejuvenate on you. Really big. Used to be a 3 of, now it's a 2 of, just because of space. But I love this card.
Yeah, I think 2 is a perfect fit. You know, because it goes back into the deck. So
right.
You know,
it's crazy. It saves you in close games. Disc.
And no. People are gonna love this.
Alright, so Black Energy Web, again, damage output is there. Stuff's energy attacks. Obviously, the meta is still energy heavy. I mean, there are a few physical decks that are making noise, but you'll read and hear about that. But Energy Web, staple as far as I'm concerned in any black deck.
Yeah, it's good against the mirror. I mean, obviously it can't stop. Well, they can't even disc if it hits, so.
Can't even disc if it hits.
Kind of shut them down.
Opening with Krillin level 1 ability to just check any block, and then following up with this has just shut people out of combat all day.
Yeah, against Ginyu, just shut them down.
Yep. Saves your life.
7 and 1 is no joke either.
Yep. Also true. Another staple for Black Corruption. If you've seen it before, you probably hate it. If you play it, then you love it.
Yeah, when you're playing it.
You're loving it. Killing Dragon Balls. Watching Garlic Cry.
Yeah.
Blocking Anger Control, which a lot of people scoff at. A lot of people will just auto discard Corruption just for the Corruption trigger. A lot of the times you can't get greedy, especially in, like I said, an energy-based format. You need the blocks, and you only got like 6 to 8 in the deck. So throwing one away carelessly is a lot of people's downfall. So don't just always pitch your Corruption. This guy. Alright, let's talk about Black Adaptation. Black Adaptation saw a lot of play in set 1, beginning of set 2, but people didn't like it because people started playing more spheres. Now, with this card, you get to do something which is pretty unique in this game. KDD, obviously we talked about it earlier, you get hit with it, there's nothing you can do. You still get the opportunity to block though, and when you block with Black Adaptation, you banish the disc. You also get to search their deck, get information from their deck, banish the disc from their deck, and get one from the discard pile if there's one there. So a lot of people don't know that you can react to disc, but you actually can, and this is gold.
Still a tap 2, yeah.
Yep, definitely gold in the Krillin matchup. Like, it breaks mirrors.
Yeah.
Adaptation did so much work for me all day, and I don't even think it got spear today.
And I think it's good, too, when you mention it, because not only do you get information, now instead of scouting out the disc, you can scout out other key cards, like Corruption and stuff like that. So, because that card can't do that.
Right.
You know, you go scout disc, and it's like, oh, now I have, you can just adaptation it and then scout it for other cards and stuff like that.
Also very good because it doesn't cost an action to use, a reaction to an attack, so you can literally just use this as a block, get all the information, take the card, and then use your scout scout maneuver and actually get value.
It's a block that does 1 life, essentially.
Yep. Very good. I recommend Black Adaptation as long as Krillin and any other deck's popular, especially Krillin. Black Swipe, because Endurance is good. It's one of the best energy blocks we have. Taking 3 cards out of the graveyard, graveyard manipulation is key, especially with all the VTPs and everything still in the format. And yeah,
Endurance too.
Solid block.
Good.
Endurance too.
Yep. Yep.
Time. Sphere. Play him if you got him. Honestly.
Yeah, I was thinking for me 3. A lot of people don't like it. They don't think, oh, I don't need it, but I don't know, man.
Everyone's like my con. I was in the same boat before. It's like every time I draw a sphere, I won't have it, and when I need it, I won't have it. So, but I mean, it definitely helps you so much against the Namekian matchup. Mm-hmm. They play so many events, not just Namekian now. Black does it, Red does it. Oh my God, against Red, it's so good.
Yeah, the restriction plays.
Restriction. Oh my God.
And then you play Smoothness, so you can afford to play 3 because it's not detrimental to you.
Right. You know. Another thing, one more thing I'll say about Sphere: if you have 2, don't be afraid to pitch it either. Don't just hold it because it's $100 and some odd card. Like, it's okay to get rid of Sphere. Great card, but I mean, it's not worth you keeping a bad hand. Sphere. Black Reflection.
I don't know why more black ones. I mean, you get to use this.
Again, so good. Set 1, beginning of set 2. People stop playing it because of Sphere, but again, Krillin Mirror. You get to banish their discs with, I don't know, Black Adaptation. And then you get 6 discs in your deck instead of 3, so it's awesome.
Yeah, and that card can break the mirror too.
Literally breaks mirrors. Also, you can do stupid things in other matchups, like in the blue matchup, you can banish their blue terror. Yeah. Then blue terror.
That's what I did.
Blue terror, search for reflection.
Yeah, do that. And then especially in other decks, like orange, you get rid of stare downs, use your stare downs to banish their stuff. It's nasty stuff, yeah, for sure.
Great card.
I'm surprised more people not playing it. Reflections.
I'm thinking about pushing it to a 3-0. Honestly, it's just a matter of space at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, Scout. Used to be a 3 of. I don't think you need 3 now. I think 2 is the perfect number, depending on what you're playing. If it's Krillin, I don't think you need 3.
Yeah.
2 is enough.
Could be dead sometimes too, yeah.
Especially with adaptation. You end up banishing and going through your deck enough that you don't need to play the full suite of 3.
Yeah.
Black Foreshadowing. Again, we don't play a lot of attacks, so I pretty much consider this card as an attack. And the Endurance 3 on it is
clutch.
The ability to give you stages back. This card basically does everything you want to do for it. Krillin, anyway.
Yeah.
Lookout Drill. One of the best drills in the deck. There are so many things that will mill off the top of your deck. A lot of Black Krillin players or Black players period will know that when you play Dragon Ball 7 against the Namekian, it's going to, you put the 3 cards back, and you mill 1, so you only get 2 cards essentially. If you're playing Lookout Drill, that doesn't happen to you. Wheelo deck, especially Blue Wheelo, mills a lot. This deck will win you, this card will win you a game against Wheelo. Love this card. One of my favorite cards in the deck.
And now I have a couple of minutes left because it's about to run out, so we're gonna stop right here. We're gonna come back. I'm just gonna have to take out some memory and stuff like that. So 1 second, folks. Okay. All right, so we're back. So delete some memory. So yeah, we'll continue with the profile. So
moving right along, we got Black Mischievous Drill. This will it's good against the orange matchup. Very good in the mirror again. It's very important in this meta right now that you're good in the mirror because Black obviously is the most played deck. I think today there was like, what, 60? Yeah. 60 Black decks out of 140 people, 150 people, so it's almost half. So you want to be able to win that matchup, and this card is going to help you do that. Anytime they stick a drill you don't like, Smoothness, a Black power-up, it helps you keep tempo and board control, so this card is definitely important.
Now, are you worried about the life costs in terms of 4 ever being a problem for you, or?
It depends on what it is, honestly, and where you're on the game. I mean, it's awesome if you have Kami. If you have Kami, you don't even care. You'll just do it every time. Yeah. And you have a lot of subtle rejuvenation in like Lookout Drill and also Lookout Drill and...
I mean, Ball 7 to some extent, I guess.
Spheres, yeah. Ball 7 and stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, you are getting some life back, so, I mean, I wouldn't go doing it 1,000 times a game, but you know the cards that you don't
It's a skillful card to just use.
One that doesn't hurt your deck. Erasing Drill.
Staple.
Staple. This card is so good if you're playing energy-based deck. There was a common misconception of Visage that they can play Visage in response to you hitting with an energy.
Nope.
But before the damage, you trigger Erasing Drill, you get rid of the Visage, everyone goes home happy, and you don't die.
Yep, it's considered successful when they don't block.
Yep. Awesome. Smoothness, because card advantage is good. Having the one endurance is also good, but the card advantage can't be replaced.
Yep.
One of the main reasons why you would play Black.
Yep.
VTP, because playing more than D3 disc is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Only 2 black searching
I like
techniques. Because, like I said, with the addition of Adaptation, we're in their deck a lot. We're getting banishing stuff left and right. Corruption triggers are going off. So, I mean, this is pretty much just to get rid of the cards you really don't want to see. And the cards that, like, the Black Scout Maneuver can't hit, you'll go ahead and snipe with your searching technique. A lot of players will go in and get attacks with these. I really try not to do that unless I really have to. The cards you really don't want to see, like in blue, you don't want to see Betrayals. In orange, you don't want to see Stare Downs. Like, those are the type of cards that you get with this. Other times, you're getting, like, setups and drills. Stuff that you wouldn't be able to get with your scouting.
Yeah, say, or allies or something.
Or
like
allies
that.
or something.
And it helps out for the foreshadowing plays as well for
Also,
late game.
Yep, definitely. You get to choose what's in the advantage zone, do more damage.
Look at those power-ups, people. He ain't playing around.
Swag.
Yeah, you see that swag?
What is it? Slurp.
Slurp.
Slurp tech.
It's Slurp tech, man.
Getting out of combat, again, is important. There are physical decks in the meta now. So, I mean, you want to be able to A, keep your stages, and B, not get pummeled when you could get pummeled.
Yeah.
Power up is good.
Yep.
Alright, Black Declaration, another reason to play this
Funny,
card.
you both have garlic on them.
So good. Yeah, Garlic's getting a lot of love in Black art.
Yeah.
But Endurance 2, awesome. Can discard, it comes into play, awesome.
+1.
+1, awesome. And you just get to get rid of all the cards that... Because pretty much in Black Krillin, you're trying to be the lamest deck in the game. I mean, you just don't want anything to have better board control than you. You want to have complete control of any situation. This card does everything. Get this card, make them discard. You still get a board advantage. You still get to take away one of their cards. It's awesome. Allies, drills, setups, whatever's on the field, Declaration will deal with it. It's awesome.
Shuffle ball 7. So in the mirror, if you see their ball 7 go away, you don't want them to take it. You shuffle back yours so you can use it again.
Also, very good in the red matchup with ball 2. Play your ball 2, make them go down, shuffle in your ball 2, and you can Dragon Radar out your ball 2 or what have you to play it again. Same thing with 7. It's an awesome card.
High utility card.
Alright, nearing the end. You got balls. You got Dragon Ball 1, 2, 6, and 7.
Yep.
I was playing these 3 balls since day 1. This one recently got added because, again, it's very important to protect the other Dragon Balls. You'll know that you'll have Dragon Ball 7, you'll think you're winning. At the end of the game, someone will steal your Dragon Ball 7, get 2 discs at a time, and then you just lose because they deal 10 damage to you, you can do nothing about it. However, if you have Dragon Ball 1, you can protect your Dragon Ball 7. And it's very important to notice that when playing in the Krillin matchup, or the Piccolo matchup, whoever the active player is, their crit is going to go off first.
Yeah.
So, again, in the Krillin deck, you're not going to be entering a lot, so they're going to be active player, and they're going to have to take your ball 1. You Krillin activates, you take your ball 1 back, that way you never get milled by your Dragon Ball 7.
Yeah. Perfect.
So 1 is very good. Also, dealing the extra damage is good because we don't have that many attacks. So.
Yeah.
All the other ones help self-explanatory, anger control, don't get stage locked, don't get beat down, and get your disc back. Because playing more than 3 discs is awesome.
Amazing.
Last card. Last but certainly not least, Kami. Oh, Kami.
Yeah.
He just lets us live forever.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
he gets our Dragon Ball 1 and our Dragon Ball 6, which don't have trigger abilities when they come into play. So it's just awesome grabbing those cards with Kami.
Especially in physical beat mirror, or like physical beast or something like that, you know.
Absolutely.
Get rid of it, get the ball 6 out. You know, so good. So I had a couple of questions. What about cards that you consider playing, like Heroic Plan, for example? Because it has basically a target for everything. You can search out Smoothness, Kami. Because I know you don't not run overpowering attacks, so that can actually give you an access to Kami. You know, any second declaration, VTP. Is it like space issue, I guess?
I was running Plan. Plan got cut because, again, I'm trying to get into combat and usually get out there, whether it be with power up or blinding energy move. Like, I always want to be able to get out. I usually don't have a lot of time to go in, do everything I want to do, and then search a setup, and then they do something.
Yeah, it's too slow in that sense. Yeah.
So a lot of the time, it just got cut for another Dragon Ball.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Anything that you would change in the deck?
I want to add Krillin's Solar Flare. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I just want another outlet to get out of combat.
Yeah.
And That would be really, really cool. I mean, the hit effect scares me, and space is an issue. Also, another issue is that it's another colorless card on my deck. I'm already running like Blinding Energy Move, Crushing Beam, Krillin's KDD, 3 spheres. Like, a lot of it's colorless, so I lose out on the Black Mastery sometimes. So that's in the back of my mind also. But having access to that ability, I think, would be a good thing.
Okay, awesome. And how was your matchup today?
First round, Black. Red Garlic scared me, especially without having wall breakers. I just thought he was going to anger out on me. Got to level 4, I beat him down. Everything else was standard.
Yeah, it takes a lot of skill to play that deck in a sense, because you have to realize when you're at 4, you're a ticking time clock. Like, you have to make sure you try and anger out, otherwise you just lose. I played against Red Garlic, and he went to 4, and I PowerPoint for 10, and got Aura Drill, Deedus for like 10, you know, Krillin's Power for 10. Like, we just lost because of it, you know. So
many of the games I had today were really close, but one big change that we made before coming, and it was at suggestion of Joey Walter.
Nice, shout out to Joey.
Yeah, shouts out to Joey. He's an awesome player. You guys already know who he is. There's no Confros in this deck. A lot of the times you'll draw Confro and you're just never excited. If you really think about the times you draw Confro, unless you're like getting like a time out of their hand, it's pretty lackluster. I mean, it's not going to their discard pile, it's just getting shuffled back in the deck. A lot of the times, especially when playing the Dragon Ball decks, shuffles their Dragon Balls around and it just doesn't do good things. So all 3 Confros got cut and I don't really miss them.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. Like, I'm on the fence of just cutting out myself in my Blue Godku, because I see it and I'm just like I guess it can be something like I feel like useful. I mean, it's good to take out the card in your hand, but you're not too scared, like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're running spheres. I mean, you got to think of confrontation as a counter card, and when you're running so many spheres, it takes the place, that slot in your deck for that counter card.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you have spheres, great. Like I said, run them. If not, I mean,
do what you can.
At least I think you do what you can, but Confro, just try. Just try. No Confros and see how you are.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. So, thanks again. You know, I'm glad that you got so far. And what did you lose from in top 16?
Top 16, I got beat by an orange Krillin that came down to the wire, and he had 1 blocking left in his deck. I had a Black Reflection, which I could have grabbed the disc with. I think he had like 10 cards left in his deck. But I mean, I had about 10 also, and all his power points are gone, so I know one attack wasn't going to kill me. So I'm like, I'll just play conservatively. I'll search the tech, make sure the block's there, or get it out, and then I'll kill him at my leisure. Yeah. His last card was Blinding Energy Move, hit me 4, I drew out. So I could have killed him, but
hey, live and learn. Yeah, sometimes you have to know when to, you know, play it safe, when to go. Because when I play against Black Krillin, sometimes I enter with balls in my hand and don't care, you know, just go, because they're going to probably master me and I just discard the ball. So I think a lot of players also need to know when to enter combat, when not to, especially in this deck, knowing when you want to capitalize and at least try to. So, you know, but great job again on the placement. So this is Black Krillin. You know, very unique again, no confronts, which I like. You know, you have the Mischievous shield, a lot of good stuff. I like your ratios a lot, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks to all the people that helped me play test. Joey Walter, Young Sabbath, John Dickman. You guys are all great. My shop, Nirvana, comic book store. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep on balling.
Share the love. So until next time, Z Warriors, Mr. Waffles out.